afternoon, everyone. Happy Monday. How's everybody's day going? How's your week starting off? What is going on? What is going on? Folks in the chat, make sure you all hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. I got a special guest with me here today. You all know Rob from the Pinstripe Chronicles. I got his father on here with me today, and it is this man's birthday today. So make sure you all wish him a happy birthday, all right? Make sure you all wish him a happy birthday. It is Mr. Barros' birthday, folks. So he's my special guest today. We're going to talk about the Yankees. We're going to talk about all the moves that they made. We're going to talk about the lineup and the predictions. You know how we always do it. But, folks, again, make sure you all hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so I'd love to get there before the season ends. That would be awesome. But real quick, let's say what's up to the chat real quick. Let's say what's up to CT Cards. How's it going, CT? My boy, the Ace Avenue. What's up, Ace? Make sure you subscribe to the Ace Avenue. Does an amazing job over there on his channel. John the Beagle Dad, what is up? We got Brad from Australia. What's up, Brad? How's it going? Jonathan, what's up? Nosebleed section, what is going on? Who else we got in the chat? We are just going down the chat here. Who else? We got Ken in the building. What up, Ken? How's it going? We got Zanley in the chat. What is going on? We got Dev Finch in the building. What is up? Who else we got in the chat? And then let's go. Who do we got? Oh, yeah. Frank Rivera. He's saying happy birthday. People dropping their birthday cakes. Yeah, I heard about James Earl Jones. I guess he passed away. So rest in peace to James Earl Jones. We got Jacob Petruzzi in the building. What's up, Jacob? How's it going? Veteran Capybara. What's up, Veteran Capybara? How's it going? KC Fun Time. What's up, KC? But shout out to everybody in the chat. Appreciate you all tuning in. What is going on, everybody? Let me know how you all are feeling. We'll talk about the moves that the Yankees made. But first, I want to ask Mr. Barros, how you feeling, Mr. Barros? Mr. Birthday Man himself?
I'm doing good, man. Waiting to see that boy come up tonight and hit a couple of home runs for us.
I hear you. Yeah, man. It'll, I can't wait either, right? So as you all know, as you have all heard, what's up, Real Bill P? How's it going? The Martian has landed, folks.
Yep.
Jason Dominguez has been called up to the Major League roster. So with that being said, the Yankees actually made a few moves, all right? So they recalled Jason Dominguez. They returned infielder John Birdie from the 60-day IL. They placed DJ LeMahieu on the 10-day IL, retroactive to September 6th with a right hip impingement. And they designated left-handed pitcher Anthony Misevich for assignment, folks. But Dominguez is here. The Martian is here. What's up, Ronnie? How's it going? But, Mr. Barros, I want to hear from you. How are you feeling about this move, man? How do you feel about Jason Dominguez being called up? And he is in tonight's lineup, too, which we will go over. Let me know how you're feeling.
I think it was way overdue. We finally got him. Everybody was, waiting for him to get here. And I think, like I said this morning on Rob's show, this team needed a spark. And I believe that he's going to give us this spark to get us through the rest of the month and take us where we're supposed to be. I know this kid's going to do it. And I've been waiting weeks and months for him to come up. And, you can't really base him off that one game against Scooble. The kid was probably nervous as could be. So I wouldn't say, oh, he's not going to do nothing because, of that one game. This kid proved last year when he came up that he's a hitter. He's definitely ready for the pros. And tonight, I believe he's going to hit a home run tonight. I feel it in my bones.
All right. I like the take there, Mr. Barros. I like the take. But real quick, before I give my take, I want to say thank you to Dev Finch for gifting a Strike Zone membership. Shout out to you, Dev. You're the man, bro.
Yep. Thanks,
Dev. Thank you so much. And then my boy, Ronnie Green, coming through with the Strike Zone membership. Devin, Rodney, you two are the man. Thank you guys so much for your support. You guys have been big supporters of this channel, and you all been longtime subscribers. You all are greatly, greatly appreciated. And we got Demon D in the building. And Hobby, what's up, buddy? I haven't seen you in a long time. How are you? But yeah, man. So, look, my thing with Dominguez is this. All right. I think he will be a contributor to this team. I think he will be a great player on this team. I think he will do big things with this team. But I'm also going to manage my expectations, right? We have to let him grow into the Major League Baseball world, because it does change, right? From the minors to the Major League Baseball world. He's going to he's going to make mistakes, right? And I say that because he's young, he's still a prospect. He's not exactly a rookie yet, but I think he will be a big contributor to this team. But I don't want to put the same expectations that we put on like Anthony Volpe, right? We remember last season, everybody had these big time expectations of Volpe, and they expected him to come out firing right away. It wasn't a great season for him. He improved this year. Anthony Volpe improved this season. But with the Martian, what I ask is, if this guy is not doing it right away, if he's not performing right away, just to be patient with him. We saw some of Dominguez last season, right? Let me take him off the screen here. But we saw some of Dominguez last season. I liked what I saw. It was a small sample size. I liked what I saw. I'm not going to judge him based off of one game when he got called up against the Tigers. I mean, it was one game, but we got to. I want to see a lot. I want to see him play every day now. If he's called up, I want to see him in the lineup every day. See what this guy is made of, and then come next season, hopefully, we see him play more often. We want him. He's probably going to be the starting left fielder come next season, more than likely, I would imagine, because I don't see Verdugo coming back to this team. He'll probably sign elsewhere. But I'm excited for Dominguez to be here. Right? I've been wanting him up here too, and I just hope he performs up to expectations. I just want him to play well. Right? We all want him to play well. I know he's drawing comparisons to Mickey Mantle. And those are some big shoes to fill, and it's like the same thing with Volpe when they were comparing him to, Derek Jeter. Those are some big shoes to fill. So you gotta, let's see what he does. I want him to be Jason Dominguez. I don't want him to be like anybody else. I want him to create his own legacy.
Absolutely.
I want to get your take on that there, Mr. Barros.
I honor you. I agree with you 100%. It's going to take him some time. He definitely has the goods to go there and definitely spark this team, like I said earlier. And he's only going to get to play whatever. Hopefully, he gets to play in the remainder of 19 games we have left. And do what he's called up to do, which I think he's going to do. And I think he's probably, probably saying to himself, God, why did it take him so long to bring me up? Verdugo, honestly, I would rather see Soto in left, put Judge it back and right where he was more comfortable, and put Dominguez in center. That would, to me, is a potent outfield. And then with them all in the lineup, I mean, you're talking, that's a scary lineup. Judge, Stanton, Soto, Dominguez, Wells, what kind of pitcher wants to come in and face those 5-6 guys, But I honestly think this kid's he's the man. I just know he's going to do good. I feel it.
Cool. I love the optimism. I love the positivity. I like I said, I think he will be a contributor to this team. There's a lot of there's been a lot of talk about Dominguez. There's been a lot of high hopes for Dominguez. So, there's a lot of eyes on him. There's so many eyes on him. I just hope that if for some reason, if he doesn't perform in like 2 or 3 games, like in the first few games that he plays, that the fans are, patient with him. Because again, with young players, you gotta give them time. You gotta make sure that they go through their growing pains, because that's what happens with every young player that comes up to the major leagues.
Absolutely.
And we saw that, right? We saw that with Jackson Holiday when the Orioles called him up. I thought, the first time I thought he got called up too soon and he didn't perform well. A week later, he was gone. He was back down to the minors. They called him up again, and looks like he's doing better for the Orioles. So with Dominguez, let's hope that let's hope that he could perform up to those expectations, because the expectations are extremely high for Dominguez.
Yeah, everybody's expectations are, and like you said, he ain't gonna go 5 for 5 tonight, hitting 5 home runs. Of course, he's not doing that. But you know what? Maybe he will. Maybe he's listening to this and he's gonna say, "Mr. B, I'm gonna give you 5 home runs tonight." I mean, but we all know that. No, we can't. If God forbid he goes 1 for 4 tonight with 2 strikeouts or whatever, we can't downgrade him, because it's just, he is definitely, and I'm going to say it again, the spark that this team needed. Look at Soto, look at Judge. They don't look themselves, if you notice, the past week and a half. When those 2 guys are rolling, this team just rolls. And I always say, good team chemistry and team morale is up. The teams play well. It's like you got one apple is rotten, the whole bunch of the other apples are going to go. But I think tonight we're going to see something good tonight, especially the Royals. The Royals ain't no joke. The Royals got some good ball players on that team. So I think if Rodon can pitch a good game tonight, and I'm predicting 7-2 Yankee win tonight. That's my prediction.
All right. Mr. Barrow's already given us the score prediction. I like it. So I'm glad you brought up the Royals, because that was our next segue, is to talk about the Kansas City Royals. And the Royals are in fact a really good team. They made a lot of moves in the offseason. They also added some players during the trade deadline, just to show and to let Major League Baseball know, like, we're not joking around. And they're trying to make a run in the AL Central. So the Guardians are still in first place. Now, the Yankees did come off a series win against the Cubs, and now they have a 3-game set against the Royals. Now, this is going to be a big series, right? This is going to be a big series. Yankees, Royals. The Royals have a good team, and they absolutely have a chance to take over the division in the AL Central. But right now, they are one of the wild card teams. They do hold one of the wild card spots. What are your thoughts on the Royals? Like, what do you think of them as a team? Or do you think the Yankees are going to have a hard time with them this time around? Because the first time they beat the Royals 3 out of 4, and now, what do you think in this series? Do you think it'll be a tougher time for the Yankees, or do you think the Yankees can hold their own?
First, I think if the Yankees pitching can all get together and not give up a lot of runs in the beginning of the game and hold them, I honestly think we could take 3 out of 4. Are we playing 4 games or 3?
It'll be a 3-game series.
Okay. Yeah. I honestly think we could beat them 2 out of 3, possibly sweep them. Okay. If Rodon could have a good night tonight and pitch a good game and don't give up a lot of runs, then we go into tomorrow. But like I said, the Royals ain't no joke. They do. To me, I think the team is better now than it was when we beat them 3 out of 4 earlier in the year. But like I said, I don't know who's pitching tomorrow. Who's it? Rodon and
yeah, I could tell you right now. But I agree. The Royals are, not to be taken lightly. So hopefully, the Yankees need to take them serious. I mean, you need to take every game serious. It's not just the Royals, but they need to take every game serious. And the pitching is going to be extremely important. So,
absolutely.
Especially with the bullpen, right? The bullpen, I liked what Boone has done with the bullpen as of recently. You saw real quick, Clay Holmes pitch in the 8th yesterday. He looked a lot more comfortable because it wasn't a closing situation. So it was a 1-2-3 inning for him. So he struck out a couple of batters. I mean, he looked like himself. He looked like Clay Holmes, the Clay Holmes that we were all expecting. But as far as tonight's game, you got Brady Singer and Carlos Rodon. Tomorrow's game, let's see what we got here. So it's loading up. I'm trying to check on my phone here, but it's loading up. But okay, so it's actually Marcus Stroman and Seth Lugo tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Lugo's a good pitcher.
Lugo's a really good pitcher.
Yes, he's very good. He's very good. Well, if Stroman pitches like he pitched the last game, we possibly could take the first two, but we got to get runs. It's the run support is what's kind of hurting us. Because you get guys like Heel, they go out, they pitch 6 strong, they give up a couple of hits, and was it yesterday we lost 2-1? I mean, we couldn't score another run off of Tyon. That hurt. I would have loved to see them sweep the Cubs, but we took the series, so that was a plus. But they're gonna need their offense. We're gonna need the offense to definitely come through tonight. And we're going to definitely need Rodon to pitch his best because we have to take game 1 tonight. We cannot lose tonight, the first game.
Absolutely. And, real quick, I want to say what's up to the Back It Up Binge podcast. Folks, this is an Orioles channel right here. So he's always popping in, showing in support. So make sure you all subscribe to him. Cool channel over there. So just want to say what's up. And I see Sean Browning and Anna Marie. What's up to you folks? How are you all doing? Hopefully you're all having a good day. But, Rodon, honestly, I think Rodon will have himself a good outing. I'm confident that he will. That last game against the Texas Rangers, he pitched a gem, right? And it's unfortunately that game, I hate to revisit it, but the Yankees blew that game. And, that's where, Clay Holmes gave up that grand slam.
Yep.
And what a waste of a start, because that was such an excellent start by Rodon. And Rodon he's been on fire this season, right? He's had some bumps in the road, but he's looking good this season. And that game against Texas, he's looked really good. Tonight, I'll say he's gonna have himself a good game, but the Yankees offense, like you said, these guys have to start scoring runs. As much as I love the home run ball, right? Situational hitting is really important. And, there's been a lot of games where the Yankees fail to score runs especially when the bases are loaded, right? You've seen him many times there, Mr. Barros.
Yeah, absolutely.
In the first inning, bases are loaded and they only score 1 run. It shouldn't be 1 run. They should be scoring, 3 or 4, 2 or even 2 runs. I'll take 2 runs, 2 or 3 runs. And again, the situational hitting, that's where the Yankees fail. The home run ball, I mean, no problem, but they need to be better about, getting hits with runners in scoring position. Doesn't have to be a home run. I'm talking singles, doubles, just get the runners in. So hopefully, whether or not Dominguez is in this, he's in the lineup tonight, right? We'll talk about the lineup momentarily. I'll pull it up. Whether it's Dominguez in the lineup or no Dominguez in the lineup, this team has to think about situational hitting, because even without Dominguez in the lineup, there's been a lot of games where they failed to do that, and it cost them a lot of games. There's been a lot of things, but the situational hitting has been one of those. What are your thoughts?
Well, I wanted to bring this up, and I waited to come on the show.
Sure.
Maybe you could agree with me.
Okay.
How many times have we had a runner on third, especially Chisholm, Volpe? Why is it that Boone doesn't have in his book the suicide squeeze? When you got no guys out and a runner on third, and you got a guy up like Verdugo or somebody that you know could bunt, and you could get a run in. Have you ever seen a squeeze play from Boone since he's been the manager?
A squeeze play?
Yeah, suicide squeeze.
Like a bunt, you're talking
like a bunt. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, in other words, the guy steals from third.
Yeah.
And the other guy bunts down the first baseline. You know, if they're playing back NFE and a guy's running like Volpe or Chisholm, nobody out, okay, if the guy gets caught, you're out. But at least you're going to try to produce a run. I never see the hit and runs much. I never see, the squeeze plays. He needs to start maybe experimenting a little bit more and trying to produce more runs instead of us leaving 2 guys on this inning, 3 guys on this inning, and we get no runs. How many times have you seen bases loaded, nobody out, and we don't score 1 run?
Yeah, look, you don't. The Yankees have been trying to do that a little bit more as of late. Like recently, they've been trying to bunt more. They've been trying to do the hit and run, especially with Jazz Chisholm being added to this team. They've been trying to double steal and steal bases, create those types of opportunities. It's just when it comes down to the bunts, it's just sometimes the Yankees aren't the most successful with it. You see them at making their plate appearances. They show the sign of a bunt. They don't actually bunt. They take a strike. But I hear what you're saying. I do agree with what you're saying. And I see D-Rod in the building. What up, D-Rod? How's it going? And Ken brings this up to you. He says, Mr. Barros, the suicide squeeze is no longer employed by any MLB. They have shifted to safety squeezes.
All right. Well, I didn't know they changed the name, but basically, I guess it's the same exact thing I'm talking about. So I guess if it's called the safety squeeze now, we'll call it the safety squeeze.
Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. And, I kind of agree with D-Rod here. Squeeze is okay, not suicide, because batters aren't good at bunting anymore. Yeah, I have to agree here. You don't see as many bunts in Major League Baseball. I feel like you don't. Not as much as you used to. I know you used to see that quite a bit in the past. But, in today's game, it's changed. But it just doesn't seem like the bunting is like that big anymore, and I wish they would do it more. I'd love to see it from the Yankees. I'm there. I'm right there with you. But they've been trying to do it a little bit more, and as of recent, they just haven't had a lot of success with it.
I'm just thinking of it this way, Anafee. You got a guy on third, nobody out.
Yeah.
Now you're hoping a guy, of course, we want him to get a base hit, a home run. But even a fly ball. Now, hopefully he could tag, score. So we're looking for that. We're looking for the base hit. But what are your possibilities of scoring a run with a bunt, or a fly ball? If a guy's got a gun in the outfield and you got a guy that really can't run that fast, there's a chance you might get thrown out at the plate. You got a guy like Chisholm or Volpe, okay, your chances of scoring on a fly are very good. But, I'm not saying, the safety squeeze. I'm going to, make sure I say it the right way.
You're good.
But I would like to see more of that. I really would. Just to try to get more runs across if they could do it. But if Boone doesn't use it, that's cool.
Yeah, for sure. Again, as of recent, they've been, some of the games that we watched. They've been a little bit better. This Cubs series, for example, it was very low scoring games. The offense for both teams wasn't great, but they got their runs. They won 2 out of 3, but it was all on, situational hitting. So I was happy with it. I was actually happy with it because they weren't so reliant on the home run ball. Because whenever the Yankees are relying on the home run ball, they usually don't have a lot of success. Would you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And, if guys like Judge and Soto, are in the dumps, and those are our main guys, to look at, Stanton, Wells, if they're not hitting and they're swinging and missing, it's bad. Like I said, we need run support, especially when these guys are going out and they're pitching, giving us 6, 7, excellent innings,
Yep.
and we can't get them 3 or 4 runs. If we could get these guys at least 3 runs, 4 runs, and they pitch like that, there's no reason why we're supposed to lose those games. We have to win those games.
Absolutely. 100%. You were right. You were spot on there, Mr. Barrows. Now, when it comes to the bullpen, right? Now, we know that Holmes is not going to be your official closer. He's been taken out of that role. They're kind of going more, closer by committee. So they're going to go situational with the closer role. How are you feeling about this bullpen? I know, the Yankees are supposed to get some other arms back. I don't know how they put these arms back in the bullpen once these guys come back or if they're ready to come back. Are you concerned about the bullpen? Because that's been a major topic amongst a lot of fans that the bullpen has been has been bad and the bullpen has not been addressed. It's just these guys are worn out. How are you feeling about this bullpen?
Honestly, when I heard that Holmes got taken out of the closing role, I could have went swimming in a nude beach. Let me tell you something. I never liked Holmes. I never thought he was a closer.
Okay.
I don't know how he got as many saves as he did, but every time he came into the game, I could have bet $1 million that we were losing that game.
Yeah.
And I kept saying this for months and months, even on Rob's show, that I wanted to see Weaver come in as the closer. Mm-hmm. I honestly felt Weaver had what it takes to be a closer. And he proved to me the other night he did great. What did he go, 3 up, 3 down?
He went. Yeah, I think he might have given up a walk or a hit, but he still closed the game. But it was funny because Weaver said that he did black out because because you get put in this closer role. You're being told, hey, I need you to close this game. It changes, right? Because Weaver is very much used to going in the 6th or 7th inning, pitch a couple of innings just to get through the innings to help close the game, hopefully, right?
Right.
But once I think Weaver being put in that closer role, it does change. So it does because the mentality of it changes. Now there's a little bit more pressure. I feel like when you're put in that closer role because you're being told, hey, get these 3 outs and win the game. And I don't think it's not that simple. It's not that simple to just go out and close out a game. This is not Mariano Rivera.
No way.
This is not Mariano Rivera. So, Mariano Rivera made it look easy, right? He made it look easy. So, now it's just anybody who gets put in that closer role, whether it's Weaver, whether it's Cousins, could be Canely. That's still a hard thing to do. I know these guys make it look easy, but yeah, Weaver closing out that game. I think he looked good, but it was funny. He admitted that he kind of blacked out a little bit because I think it was just from all that adrenaline pumping and him being asked to close out a game, right? So it definitely it definitely added a little pressure to him.
Absolutely. But you know what? He went there. He did his job. He showed them, listen, if you need me, I'm here. Call on me. I'll do the job. Cousins, he's got what it takes to be a closer. Right now, I think Holmes coming in the 7th, 8th, I always thought he was a great setup guy, not a closer. You seen the other night in the 8th inning, he did great.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have the pressure of guys being on base. And you could always tell what Holmes is going to do by his first 2 pitches. If he's hitting the strike zone, the first 2 pitches, I feel he's going to do good. But if he misses, I know the game's over. I don't even watch the end of the game. I shut the game, I change the channel, and I wait to see the results because I can almost guarantee it's a loss. That's why I honestly never liked him. But I like Weaver. I love what Nestor did. I mean, Nestor came in and he really shut the door. So, to me, the bullpen seems like it has a little more life to it. And you could almost feel like, hey, we're not going to lose this game tonight. These guys are going to come in and we're going to win even with a 1-run lead. It'd be nice to have a 4 or 5-run lead going into the last. But I feel a lot more confident having these guys closing now and not Holmes.
Yeah. At this point, I think that's what they're going to have to do is go, closer by committee. It has to be situational. So it's no longer, now it's no longer going to be Clay Holmes at the closer role. So, we'll see how the Yankees play it. Each game, it's going to depend on the game, the score. It's all going to be situational. Now, tonight's game with the Royals. So, like you mentioned, the Royals are a good team, right? They hold one of the wild card spots. They are in second place in the wild card, right behind the Orioles. The Yankees are in first place by half a game. So it's a tight race in the AL East. It's a tight race in the AL Central, right? The Royals right now are 2.5 games behind the Guardians. So, I said in the offseason, the Royals are a team to watch out for. They made some good signings. They made some good acquisitions. Do you think the Royals can finish at the top of the division?
It's possible. As good as they're playing,
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like the Royals are hoping that the Guardians do what the Orioles are doing for the Yankees. The Orioles have given the Yankees so many chances to take a nice, comfortable lead in the division. And the Royals are hoping the Guardians lose when they win. But I think the Central is going to be a cat and mouse race. You know what I'm saying? I think they're going to be going back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
But if we win the division, I guess when you win the division, the best record of the 3 division leaders gets a bye. Am I right? That's the way it's always been.
Say that one more time.
The 3 division leaders at the end of the year.
Yes, they get a bye. Yes.
Okay,
yes.
the one with the better record of the 3. So we got to hope the Yankees, if they win the division, we can get that first week bye and then see who we got to play after the wild card. But as far as the Guardians and the Royals, everybody, there isn't anybody with a commanding lead. I mean, look at the Mets, NFV. Whoever thought that the Mets were going to be as close as they are? They're tied for second with the Braves. I've always been a diehard Yankee fan my whole life.
Yeah.
I really wasn't. I mean, I went to a couple of Met games with friends, but I never thought that the Mets would come back the way they are. And, it's still possible that they could do something great and we could maybe have a Subway Series. You never know. That would be lovely this year to have.
Yeah, like they did in 2000. Yeah, that would be cool. A Subway Series, World Series. I mean, a lot of fans are in other parts of the country would probably be pissed off, like, 2 New York teams, but we wouldn't care because it's 2 New York teams.
That's right.
And real quick, Jasmine for sending a $1.99 super chat. Shout out to Jasmine. She says DJ to the injured list with a hip issue. That is correct. Yep, retroactive to September 6th. But okay, actually, Nosebleed section corrected us here, so thank you for that. Nosebleed says the top 2 division winners get by. The third has to play the world. Has to play the wild card team. Got it. Copy. So
thank you, Nosebleed.
Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, the AL Central, man, that's gonna be interesting how that ends up playing out, because the Royals are playing some good baseball. Guardians are holding their own. As far as the AL East, though, I mean, right now the Yankees, it's going to be a tight race, right? Whoever finishes at the top of the division, I don't think it's going to be by much. Whoever finishes at the top of the division, I feel like it's going to be 1 or 2 games that they're going to finish by, because it's going back and forth. The Orioles, honestly, with the way the Yankees have been playing, with all the injuries that they've experienced, the Orioles should have been running away with this division.
Yeah, absolutely.
They should have been running away with this division. But the Yankees, they had opportunities to take advantage. They should have taken they should have taken that advantage back in August, when that schedule in August, on paper, it was easy. You think, okay, the Yankees should be able to take advantage with all these teams that they're playing, and they should have won a lot of those games, but they didn't. It was not a great August, not a great August at all. They September right now, it's off to a little bit of a rocky start, but I think they're finding their own. I mean, I'm glad they won this series against the Cubs. It was nice to see 2 out of 3. Hopefully they could take 2 out of 3 against Kansas City. I would love to see 2 out of 3. I wouldn't settle for anything less, of course, but 2 out of 3 is going to be really important. I think will be good, especially in a series like this. And Ken, I agree with you here. The 3-game series with the O's and the Bronx will determine the AL East.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you are correct. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens down the stretch, because there is 19 games left, so there's not a whole lot of baseball left. So, every game this month is crucial. I mean, every game is crucial, but September is, like, I would say, is the most crucial as far as the games go.
It's crunch time. September's crunch time.
It is most definitely crunch time. But let's pull up the lineup. You ready for the lineup, man?
Yeah, definitely.
Let's go. Let me pull it up here. And folks, in the chat, hopefully you're all enjoying this live stream. I got Mr. Barrows here with me this afternoon, the birthday man himself. So make sure you all wish him a happy birthday. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out, hit those heart emojis down there at the bottom. I would greatly appreciate it. So there's the lineup right there, if you can see it. If you want to read off the lineup, man, go for it.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
We got Glaber leading off, playing second.
Uh-huh.
We got Mr. Soto in right field, batting second. We got the Judge, the captain. He's going to DH tonight. Then we got Austin Wells catching, batting cleanup. We got my boy Jazz batting fifth at third. And we got the Martian, baby, the Martian batting sixth in center field. We got Oswald. No, we got Anthony Rizzo batting seventh. Nope, sixth. I'm sorry. Is it seventh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You're
I'm
good,
sorry.
man.
Wow, I'm losing at it. Yeah, so we got Rizzo, first base. Then we got Cabrera at short, Verdugo in left, and Rodon pitching. You know what got me messed up? Seeing Rodon there. I was like, how can there be 9, 8, 10 guys hitting? But that's, to me, I think that's a great lineup, man.
Yeah, I think so too. I think this is a great lineup. So, I mean, look, there's Volpe's not playing. No Giancarlo Stanton, right? So those 2 guys are not in the lineup. Judge is DHing today, and Dominguez is in the lineup. He's playing center field. Soto playing right, and then of course Verdugo playing left. Oswaldo Cabrera is playing shortstop. So great to see him. So folks, and what's up, Jake Boss? Shout out to all of you that are in the chat right now. But what do you like this lineup, folks in the chat? Do you like this lineup? Tell me how you all feel about this lineup. How are you feeling, man?
I love the lineup. I honestly think I think Volpe actually, he needed this. He needed a rest.
Yeah.
I think he needs to get his head together a little more. I mean, I see him make these little errors here and there, but maybe this game of him sitting on the bench will, help him out. I love Volpe. Don't get me wrong. I think Volpe's a great shortstop. He's not the best, but he's really good. Cabrera should be able to definitely play that position. I love Cabrera at third. I think Cabrera is the best third baseman on this team, to be honest with you. I don't think I like Jazz at third, but I think Cabrera is a better third baseman. I don't know why. It's just my opinion.
That's fine.
I would rather see Jazz at second if Torres was to go, or Jazz play somewhere in the outfield. But I honestly think I'm telling you, I think we get 7 runs tonight out of this lineup. And if Rodon could pitch, we got to win tonight.
No doubt. And I'll give my take real quick. But before I do that, my boy Infernus coming through with the $9.99 super chat. He says, let's go NFE. Let's go Yanks with the boxing gloves.
Yeah.
I dig it. Thank you, Infernus. You're the man, bro. Thank you for the super chat. Shout out to you, Infernus. I like this lineup. I do. Hopefully, as they need a hit. Doesn't matter what lineup you put out, they gotta hit, especially with runners in scoring position. But what I like about this lineup, you got some speed in there, right? With Cabrera, Dominguez. Dominguez can run. I don't know if he can steal, but he's got some speed to him. There's no Volpe, but you got Cabrera, you got Jazz Chisholm. So Wells has been hitting well as of late. These guys just need to score some runs. I do like your 7-2 prediction. That's a good prediction. They do have Brady Singer pitching for the Royals today, and he's got a 9-10 record. He has 150 strikeouts for the season so far with a 3.35 ERA. He's actually not a bad pitcher, but hopefully the Yankees bats. Let's see what they do against him. What are your thoughts on Singer? What do you know of him?
One thing I hate, NFE, is when guys swing at the first pitch.
Agree. Yeah.
Stop swinging at the first pitch, trying to put it over the wall. Me personally, when I played baseball, I always took the first pitch. I want to see what this guy's throwing, and I never swung at the first pitch. Never. I don't care if it was right down Broadway. But take a pitch. But this guy's got a lot of strikeouts, so he's probably throwing fastballs. Mm-hmm. So let's see what he's got. Take his first pitch and then work around him. Be like, like Soto. I love when Soto's at the plate because he watches every pitch. He knows what's coming next, what he's going to throw, But like I said, we just need to score. And if we could figure out what this guy's throwing to us, even most of the time, your second or third at bat, you have a pretty good idea of what he's throwing. So you could get a better idea and you could do what you got to do. But I just think we need to score runs. I think Rodon's really going to pitch good tonight. And if we could give him, 3-4 runs early and he could hold the Royals down to a couple, I think we're going to do good. But we just can't we can't go out there and just not score and strike out and pop-ups. And we have to do what we got to do, especially we're home. We're home for 3 games, and then I think we get the Red Sox right afterwards. So, there's 6 games coming.
Well, the Red Sox series is going to be a 4-game series. So that's going to be yeah. So that's going to be a fun one. So, the Red Sox are definitely they're trying to get a wild card spot in themselves. But the Twins and Royals are holding their own. And the Royals, I mean, their lineup, in my opinion, it should not be taken lightly. They obviously have Bobby Witt Jr. They added Tommy Pham, and Tommy Pham, I remember the last time the Yankees faced him at Yankee Stadium, he was hitting some bombs off the Yankees. So Pham has a bat, right? You have Perez, who's one of their catchers. Hunter Renfroe, he's not bad. They added Gurriel as well. Gurriel is in the lineup today for the Royals. So they got some guys in their lineup that can absolutely hit. Rodon just needs to be locked in, and hopefully he does stay locked in like he did against the Texas Rangers. So we're going to need that from him. But while we're talking about Carlos Rodon, folks in the chat, drop your predictions for Carlos Rodon. What do you got for Carlos Rodon tonight, man? What do you think he does? Like, how many innings, strikeouts, walks? How many runs does he give up?
I think Rodon's going to go 7.
7 innings?
7 innings, 7.5, 7 1/3, and he's gonna strike out 9. He'll probably give up about 6 hits, maybe 2 runs, and walk maybe 2 batters, 3 batters tonight.
All right, so you're saying 9 strikeouts. You're saying 2 or 3 walks.
2 or 3 walks.
Okay. How many runs?
I think he's going to give up 2, maybe 3.
Okay. 2 to 3 runs. Okay. All right. Okay. I like that. I like those numbers. Real quick, let me go through the chat. Actually, I'm gonna see what the chat is saying, and I'll give my take here. So CT Cards, he says 6 innings pitched, 7 hits, 4 walks, 9 strikeouts, 3 runs. Okay. John, the Beagle Dad, says 5 innings pitched, 4 strikeouts, and he gives up 2 runs. Nosebleed Section says 6 innings pitched, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, 2 runs, 1 home run. Jonathan says 6 1/3, 8 strikeouts, 2 runs, 5 hits, 3 walks. Sean Browning says, looks like he's saying 7 innings, 10 strikeouts, 4 hits, 1 run, 3 walks. I'll take that. He struck out 11 the other night, his last start. So let's see. David Elias says 5 innings, 3 runs. I think they're going to tire him out. This Royals team is all about stretching at bats. I doubt he makes a quality start. You got a point there, man. You got a point. Anna Marie says 7 innings pitch, 8 strikeouts, 3 walks, 2 earned runs. And she's saying the Yankees are going to hit into 2 double plays, and we'll give our double play predictions here momentarily. Ken says 6 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts, 3 walks, 3 earned runs, and he gives up at least 1 solo homer. I feel like that's inevitable. Jasmine says 6 innings, 2 runs. Okay. And Dev Finch, shout out to you, my man. He's been a member of the Strike Zone for 4 months now. He says this channel is great. And then if he's the man, Rob's dad, look young guy. He's saying you look like a young guy.
Yeah, 59, buddy. I'm 59 today.
Yeah, you don't look 59 there, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. I thought you were turning 21. So
wow. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Anytime, man. Anytime. So for me, I got Rodon. You know what, man? I got him going 7 innings, and I'm gonna go 8 strikeouts. I actually have some hope for Rodon tonight. But I believe it was David Elias that said that that the Royals know how to stretch out their at bats. So it could be shorter, but I'll go 7 innings. I'm gonna go 8 strikeouts, 3 walks. And I'm gonna say he gives up 3 runs. That's what I got for Carlos Rodon. So
almost like mine, somewhere around my prediction.
Yeah. You're going 7 1/3. You're saying about 2 to 3 runs. I got him at 3 runs. 8 strikeouts. I believe you said 7. So
No, I
And
said 9 strikeouts.
you said 9 strikeouts. Oh,
Yeah.
my fault. Yeah, my fault. I wrote that down wrong. So you said 9 strikeouts. That's right. So Egyptian is saying 7 innings pitched, 2 runs, 8 strikeouts, and 1 walk. It looks like so. Cool. Well, that's a good prediction. But as far as the double plays, what do you think? How many double plays did the Yankees hit into? Because we know they hit into a lot of double plays, and that's always a question I ask the folks in the chat.
I'm gonna say they're gonna hit into 3 tonight.
3 double plays. Okay.
Yeah, I don't I don't want to sound negative, but I think that 2 or 3. I'll go with 3. I could be wrong.
Yeah. All right. So let's see. Jonathan is saying 3. CT Cards is saying 3. And let's see. Nosebleed section saying 2. I'm saying 2. I'll stick with 2. And let's see. Anna Marie's saying Joe is aging like fine wine.
Thank you, Anne Marie. I appreciate it. Thank you.
And then D-Rod says, John, I'm 51 and I took 2 days to recover. Verdugo, good for at least 1, no doubt. Yeah, that seems to be your thing there, Egyptian. You always say that about Verdugo, but I understand why. Anna Marie said 2. John is saying 1. Dev is saying 4. Holy smokes, dude.
Wow.
All right. 1 double play from John. I see you, John. Rob is saying 3. Anthony Rodriguez, what's up, man? He's saying 2. David Elias is saying no double plays, lots of runs, lots of base runners with this lineup. Crap, I'm a contrarian today. All right, man. Hey. And Ken is saying 2. Anthony Rodriguez is saying 2 errors. Okay. Sean Browning says 2, but the Yankees are going to turn 3 double plays. But I got the Yankees down for 2 double plays though. I think they'll hit into 2 double plays. That I feel like that seems to be the norm. But if they hit into no double plays, it'll be even better. But
yeah, man. Let's hope we're all wrong and they hit into none.
Yeah. And old Sarge with his jokes here says prediction: Verdugo hits into 3 double plays. They're the one thing he's not allergic to.
I when I heard he was allergic to gloves, that really blew my mind. It did. I mean, they said that Verdugo in Boston was like a head case to them.
Yeah.
Like he had a lot of issues. And when I used to bring up, like we were talking earlier about Trevor Bauer coming to the Yankees, my son was like, why would you want him? He's a nutcase. He's not. Well, you know what? There was a lot of rumors about Jazz Chisholm being a nutcase in Florida. Verdugo was a nutcase in Boston. Stroman was a nutcase in the Mets. So hey, listen, what are you gonna do when they come to your team? As long as they produce and they do well, let them be nuts. Sometimes, you know what? It adds a little life to the clubhouse. Like that's why I always loved Swisher. Swisher was the man. I love Swisher. He was great.
Yeah, well, look, Bauer, I won't go down the rabbit hole, and it's a good thing Rob is not on the live stream with us or is not in the chat because I'm sure he'd be busting your chops right now.
Yeah.
But, with Bauer, there's a little bit more controversy with him because of what he was involved in. So there's that. With guys like Chisholm, well, the rumors with Chisholm and with Stroman, it was just more about their attitude and whatnot. So, and Rodon could be a bit of a hothead at times too. So, but with Bauer though, it's a different story. So it's something a little bit more controversial with him. But I do understand where you're coming from. I do get it. But I know your son would definitely not want him on the team. And like I said, I'm glad he's not on here. So
though, NFE, honestly, I know what the guy did. Yeah. And I watched a couple of shows on he's got a channel, I guess, on X or something, where he's throwing balls and whatever. And he tells, his story about how he likes rough sex and all this. Hey, listen, that's your preference. Whatever happened, happened. So maybe the media blew it up a lot more than it was. But if that guy could come here and give us 7, 8 strong innings, who cares what he did? You know what I'm saying? Come here and help the Yankees win, man. I know it's bad what he did. Okay, don't get me wrong. But everybody has a dark side. You know what I'm saying? Look at what was the one that got thrown off the Harman. Whoever thought Harman, how he was with his drinking and stuff, So I'm sure every player has some kind of dark side to them, or there's skeletons in the closet and whatever. But I don't know. They're saying that Trevor Bauer's ERA is like 1.9 something in Japan. I mean, his ERA is low.
Is he pitching in Japan or Mexico? I thought it was. I thought he was.
The last I know, he was in Japan. I don't know if he went to Mexico because I really haven't looked, into his thing on X, his website. But I know they said he was like 1.93 ERA or 1.89, something like that, like really good. And he even said, I think he was on that John Boy's show like about 8 months ago, and said he would have loved to come and pitch for the Yankees, but nobody wants to take him. Nobody wants to bring him on the team. So,
yeah, well, here's the thing too, Mr. Barrows. With Bauer, look, I get where you're coming from. I just don't think the Yankees want that kind of attention on their team. So, and you know how it is with the New York media.
Yeah, absolutely.
The New York media is brutal, and you don't want the sports world coming after you. The ESPNs and the Fox Sports. Because the fan base, there'd be a lot of question marks. I don't think a lot of fans would welcome it. This is Ken brings this up. He says if Bauer was to appear in New York, he would more likely get punched in the face by Cole than a pitch as a Yeah, you do have a point there, Ken. Because I know him and Garrett Cole, they don't exactly get along, and I don't know how Cole would take that. I think Cole would be pissed if he was on the team. But Lou's saying they squashed it, but either way, I mean, whether they squashed it or not, it's just it'd just be a lot of controversy for the Yankees, and there'd be a lot of questions for Brian Cashman and Hal Steinbrenner. Like, why would they get this guy? So I don't think they want that. And David Elias is saying it's hypocritical. We had Strawberry, Doc Gooden, Jose Aroyd, a pair of wife swappers, Steve Howe. Yeah. Well, I wasn't. If you're somebody who has a problem or allegedly has a problem, I personally wouldn't want you on the Yankees just because you have to go deal with your issues, and it just kind of disrupts the team's chemistry, the team's environment. So, and you don't want that kind of stuff in the in the clubhouse, so that becomes really important. But let's see, next thing. I know a few folks are asking about Jets 49ers prediction. I don't know the score, folks, but I'll just say that I think the 49ers are going to win tonight. So I'll just say that real quick. But I
honestly think the Jets are going to win.
Okay.
And I'm going to say that for my other son, because my other son is a Jets fan.
Yeah.
Rob's brother, Joe. And I know Rob's a Giant fan.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm a Chicago Bear fan, and it's crazy. I lived in New York my whole life, and I like the Bears only because the Jets and Giants play in New Jersey. So to me, they're really not a real New York team, but Buffalo is the only real New York team.
You have a point, man. You make a solid point. Absolutely, there, Mr. Barrows. Absolutely. But what you said you're okay. So folks in the chat, score predictions. What do you all have? I know you said 7-2.
Yep.
So the over under is 8.5. So you're saying 7-2. I'm gonna say because I said 3 runs. I'm gonna go 7. I'm gonna go 7-4. I'll go 7-4.
I'll take that.
Yeah. What's everybody else saying? Let's see some score predictions. Zanley says he likes the 7-2 score. John the Beagle Dad says 6-1. 5-2 by CT Cards. 4-2 walk off by Dominguez. That's a bold statement. I love it. 8-3 by Anna Marie. Yankee Kyle's going 14-2. I like that. Jasmine's going 7-3. 8-3 by Egyptian. 8-1 by Sean Browning. So, okay, some good. 10-1 by David Elias is saying 6-4. Okay. Yeah, I'm going 7-4. Cruise Control News is saying 7-2. Martian hits 3-run homer. I would love to see that. 6-1. 6-2. Okay. I like it. I like the scores. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how the Yankees do tonight. So, I think I'm confident that they'll win. But of course, the bats have to come alive and the pitching needs to be on point. So
absolutely.
So
a lot of good positivity tonight in the chat. So that's good.
Yeah, a lot of positivity. I think everybody's in a good mood because, obviously Dominguez has been called up, right? The Martian's in the lineup. So that's what folks wanted. They wanted the Martian, and he's in the lineup. He got called up. So hopefully let's see what he does tonight. I hope for his sake, I hope he has a good game, and hopefully he plays every game moving forward. So, the Yankees did bring him up after all. So let's see what the Martian does. But who do you got? Do you think? Let's talk home runs. Who do you think is hitting a home run tonight?
I'm gonna say Judge, Dominguez, and Chisholm. That's what I'm gonna say.
So Judge,
Dominguez, and Chisholm.
Judge, Dominguez, and Chisholm. I love it. Cool. And we got Cold Italian Pizza in the building. How you doing? He says, "Hey fellas, Yanks 6-4, and I give the Jets a chance to win because of their elite defense." Yeah, you're right. I understand that, and they do have a good defense. But yeah. So you said Jazz, Chisholm, Judge, and Dominguez. I'm gonna go Oswaldo Cabrera. And I'm going to say Judge. Judge is due for one. He hasn't homered in over, I think it's been like 11 or 12 games now. Hopefully he hits a home run tonight. So I got Cabrera, Judge, and I'm going to go to Martian. I'll go Martian. Those are my 3. Folks, who do you got for home runs? So I think a lot of people Judge, and it's all gravy. Wells, Martian, and Judge. Jazz, Judge, and Wells will hit home runs tonight, and Jazz will also add a stolen base. Judge, Soto, Dominguez, Wells. Judge and Verdugo. Judge with 2, Soto, Dominguez, and Waldo, the assassin. Wells and Judge to tie the game in the 8th. Dominguez walks it off in the 9th. That's Nosebleed Section's prediction. Let's see old Sarge. Wells' mustache gets 2 home runs all by itself. Nice. 3 by Judge, 2 Martian, 1 Soto.
Wow. I'll take that.
Yeah. Judge, Soto, Dominguez. Stanton will hit a pinch hit grand slam in the bottom of the 9th for the walk-off win. All right. Hey, Ken, I'll take that, man. Absolutely. Oh, man, I'll take that. But, so I'm hoping it'll be awesome if the Martian hits a home run though. That would be awesome. And I know those fans are gonna be super loud. Rizzo, Soto, Verdugo for Rob. Cool. So But whatever happens, win the game. That's all we care about, right?
Yeah, that's it. That's all we want.
Absolutely. But what's for dinner tonight, man? What are you having? What's the birthday man having?
Well, actually, yesterday, Sunday, we always make what we call gravy, a pot of tomato sauce.
Yeah. Of course.
We had that yesterday, but I think tonight I'm gonna have a little Chinese tonight.
A little Chinese?
Yeah, Chinese food.
All right. Chinese food. What's everybody else in the chat having for dinner? I don't know what I'm having yet, so we'll see. But what are we thinking for dinner tonight? What are we having for dinner? Wait, NFE cheesecake to spite you with chicken patties? What? Sunday gravy, nice, Joe. Okay, so you got some love there from Nosebleed. CT Cards is having pepperoni pizza. Cruise Control is having chicken quesadilla with plantains and yuca fries. Sean Browning says grilled cheese sandwich and biscuits. Hibachi chicken with veggies. I like that. Buy a little Chinese food or D-Rod, shut up. Going out for seafood to celebrate my brother's birthday. Well, happy birthday.
Yeah, it's another September night.
Yeah, there we go. I know, pretty crazy, huh, Ken? Just think, we went a 3-game set with the Cubs and didn't hit a dinger. Tomato cucumber salad with chicken. Okay. Yeah, that win didn't really help in Chicago either. Little olive oil, bread, and feta. You had lobster last night? Nice. Chinese food for Jasmine. Okay. So she's having some Chinese food. You're staying in Brooklyn right now?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No. Right now I'm in North Carolina.
Oh, you're in North Carolina. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then steak burrito with black beans, rice, pico de gallo. All right, Joel, let's go. But yeah, the Yankees are the game is gonna start here in about an hour. So I'm sure you'll be tuning in.
Oh yeah, definitely. I got the Yes channel on my cell phone. So
nice. And Nosebleed section is asking where in North Carolina.
Greensboro.
Okay. I heard there's a lot of New Yorkers in North Carolina now.
Oh yeah, and you know what? It's nice, and it's inexpensive to live. Here. I'm actually thinking about moving here. All my kids are in Florida, of course. So and my grandkids. So I'm closer. So it's either Florida or here, one or the other.
For sure. Nosebleed section saying he lived in Durham for
Durham. Yeah, Durham's about an hour from here.
And Stephen B's cousin lives in Raleigh.
Raleigh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So you got some folks that have family in North Carolina. Yeah, John, New Yorkers are being run out. You're right about that. I mean, shoot, I've been out of New York with my family for a long time now. So, I asked my oldest brother who still lives in New York. I'm like, how's New York? And he's like, yeah, New York sucks. I'm like, oh, okay.
It changed so much, man. Brooklyn.
I know Brooklyn's not the same, man.
No.
Because my oldest brother still lives in Brooklyn. So.
Yeah,
oh, we got Uncle Tats in the building. Look who I have here.
Uncle Tats. Tats. I've been dying to show you my tattoo. I know you wanted to see it. So hold on. Let me see if I can get it to you. Here we go. Oh, well, let me see which way. I got to go this way.
Nah, you're good, man. I'm sure you could see it.
You got it?
Yeah, we got you. I think he got you. Uncle Tats, Mr. Barrows just showed you his tattoo. He says, that's sweet. He's saying that's sweet.
Nice. Thank you. I've been asking my son, Rob. I sent him pictures and said, you got to show this to Tats. He wanted to see it, but now at least I could show it to him.
Yeah, no doubt. But yeah, Uncle Tats, I got Mr. Barrows here with me doing some pregame stuff. So what he wanted to come on for his birthday. Of course, I'm not gonna say no to the man. So I wanted him to come up. He's got to come up on your show now, there, Uncle Tats.
Yeah,
And
that would be nice. I want to torture Rob.
you guys should have a segment, you and Rob together.
Yeah, I would love to do it. You kidding me? We'd be arguing all day like the Odd Couple.
Yeah, you guys would definitely odd couple, and that would be awesome to have you and a father and son duo. That would be great, man.
I would love to do that.
But before we slowly start closing it out, man, what you got? Any final thoughts, final words for the chat, for the Yankees? What do you got there, Mr. Barrows?
Let's just win the damn game, NFE.
Yeah.
Let's increase the lead in our division. Baltimore has given us so many opportunities to, gain a lot of, get a lot of bigger lead on them in the division, and we never seem to take advantage of it. They lose, we lose. We win, they win. Sometimes we win, they lose. Let's just play hard. Let's win. Let's win the division, get a bye, and see who we play in the next round. And let's get a World Series, man. And like I said earlier to you, I have a feeling about a Subway Series. If the Mets continue to play the way they are, we could have a Subway Series this year.
That's a bold take, my friend. That's a
bold
prediction.
It is, but it's possible.
Yeah. No, I like it, man. I like it. But 19 games left, and there's no playing around. So they got the Martian up. Dominguez hopefully performs well, and let's hope the Yankees. Let's just hope that everything clicks with the Yankees. We want everything to click with these guys, from the hitting to the pitching to the bullpen. Everything needs to click. Hopefully, the Martian has good success in these next 19 games. I will, love to see him perform. I can't wait. I know a lot of fans have been really looking forward to him. He's your top prospect in the Yankees farm system. So, let's see what happens, right? But first order of business, they got to win tonight.
Yep,
so they got to win tonight. So a win tonight. Hopefully they can win 2 out of 3. That is my prediction for this series. So we'll see what happens. And with that being said, folks, I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in to this chat, to this live stream. It was great to have you here, Mr. Barrows. A pleasure having you on here, man. Thanks for coming on, man. I know
you're welcome, man. Anytime you want me on the show, you let me know.
Yeah, we'll do. You're always you're welcome. You're always welcome to come on, man. I loved having you on. Loved your takes. Loved your humor, especially when it came to Rob. That's always a lot of fun. And hopefully the rest of your birthday is a good one. Hopefully the Yankees win on your birthday. That's
what I want. That's what we
want. That's
Absolutely.
what we want. That's what
great.
we want. Absolutely.
And thanks everybody in the chat for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Appreciate everybody in the wishing Mr. Barrows a happy birthday. Hopefully the Yanks make it even better and win the game for him. But folks in the chat, thank you all for tuning in. All right, we're going to close this out. Make sure you all hit that like button on the way out if you haven't yet. Hit that subscribe button. Share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it, folks. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. So let's make it happen. Let's get this channel growing. And of course, if any other news comes out, I'll definitely let you know. Let's go Yankees. Out there.
Go Yankees, baby.
Win this freaking game, and let's make it happen. Let's hope Dominguez has a good game, and the Yankees win on Mr. Barrows' birthday. So folks, I will see you all tomorrow morning for the live stream. Of course, we're going to do another pregame, so stay tuned and enjoy your evening, enjoy your night. Let's go Yankees.
Let's go Yankees.